Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Asian Oncology Society 2020 opening ceremonies. May I introduce to you our host for this event. He is the creative director of Triple Shot Media Incorporated and has also worked as a commercials director and television content producer. He previously hosted the morning show, Mornings at ANC, and currently hosts the sustainable lifestyle show, Green Living, the auto show Rev, and the health and lifestyle show, Health Matters. He is a Philippine Cancer Society volunteer and an advocate of cancer control. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a leading broadcaster, television host, lifestyle columnist, multimedia artist, triathlete, and environmentalist, Mr. Paulo Abrera.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first international conference of the Asian Oncology Society. I'm Paulo Abrera, and it is my privilege to be your host for the opening ceremonies. Now, let's begin by remembering the birth of AOS leading up to AOS2020 Manila.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to begin the AOS inauguration ceremony. I am today's MC, Yu Nakashima. I will be guiding you through this ceremony. At the opening the ceremony, I would like to ask Professor Kazuhiro Yoshida, President of the 57th Annual Meeting of Japan Society of Clinical Oncology, to give a welcome speech.
Dear distinguished guests from ASCO, ESMO, board members of the AOS, dear colleagues and friends, before the declaration address by Professor Yelhom Kim, it is my great honor to make this opportunity of opening address for this historical ceremony, inauguration ceremony of the AOS. It was 1972, the APCC was constructed, and it was 1991, the AOS was also established in Japan. Years has passed, world is changing, the new era has come. So it is nearly the time to change things, renew things, and flock together and move forward toward the treatment of cancer and for happiness. I really thank Professor Saji and Professor No, the previous president, and all the emeritus members and counselors. I really thank you very much for the dedication and devotions and friendships and leadership and development of this AOS and APCC until now. So anyway, congratulations, Professor Yelham Kim and Professor Han Kang-yan, our friend as a Secretary General, and all the members of new leaders. It is my great pleasure to open this inauguration ceremony. Thank you very much.
President Yoshida, thank you very much. Next, I would like to call on Professor Il-hong Kim to give a declaration of new society and inauguration address.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, first of all, I would like to express our sincere thanks and appreciation to Dr. Yoshida for preparing this wonderful ceremony for inauguration of AOS. Please give a big hand to Dr. Yoshida, please. I'm very pleased to stand here and present an official inauguration address to celebrate a new beginning of the Asian Oncology Society. First of all, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all our senior oncologists in Asia who have established a strong and solid foundation for the AOS and devoted themselves for the success of Asian Oncology Society. Without their firm conviction and visionary acts, today would not be possible. Most of all, my deepest gratitude should go to the executives of both APOC and ACOS. You have been striving hard for the development of oncology in Asia for the past 45 years. And you have supported the urgent need for this integration of the two organizations so that we could move for the next step. In today's connected world that allows universal access to information and communication along with industrial revolution, we are experiencing and facing astounding advances in the wide utilization of new cancer drugs and medical technologies, especially in the field of oncology. In this era, AOS launched its mission to conquer cancer in Asia, where the world's largest number of new cancer cases and deaths occurred. I strongly believe that we can achieve this lofty goal with your profound interests and continuing participation in AOS. We also hope to work with other oncology experts from many different countries so that we can make concerted efforts to stop the increasing global cancer burden. While sharing this important moment with all of you, I would like to congratulate and proclaim the official launch of Asian Oncology Society. Thank you very much.
Professor Kim, thank you very much. Now I would like to call on Professor Shigetoyo Saji, Honorary President of ACOS, to give a congratulatory address, please.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Saji, now Emeritus Professor of Gifu University, the same university of JASCO 47th Congress President Yoshida. And I was Congress President of ACOS, that's 9th ACOS held in Gifu City, 1999. And also Society President for 6 hours, starting from 2010. And so many ACOS, I strongly big society will be hoped. On behalf of immediate past president, I would like to say congratulations to all members and the board members, also related so many doctors for your strong support efforts. Therefore, this ACOS, Asia Oncology Society, will become very big and strong society, like ASCO or ESMO, maybe I hope more bigger. So, congratulations. In Japanese, おめでとうございます。Thank you.
Professor Saji, thank you very much. Next, I would like to call on Professor Dong Yeon-no, former president of AFOC and APCC, to give a congratulatory address.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and colleagues. it's an honor to speak congratulatory remarks for this historical moment. And this is also time for closing FO and APCC as a last president of APCC and FO. So I'm a little bit sad to close a long history since 1971, when Asian countries are relatively healthcare system and medicine is underdeveloped, maybe except Japan. Anyway, we have to remember and think about those pioneers at that time, like Professor Kunio Ota, right? And late Chimbok Kim and all other Asian leaders, when their efforts and enthusiasm, and we have to look closely at their legacy to left for us to make a new rising Asian clinical society like AOS. So we all remember Chimbok Kim and Rose Gyung and Shen and Professor Akaza and Tajima and many leaders from 13 countries in Asia, given their effort to development of oncology society in Asian general. Needless to say, FO and APCC had a role for very representative oncology meeting in Asia. About 20 years later, ACOS was born by relatively young generations, and I understand both two generations need to unify together. At any reason, AOS will be a great start as a powerful, only representative oncology society in Asia. For this unification, Japanese doctors, especially Professor Yoshida, Professor Ro, Kim, Yang in Korea, and Lee, Wang from China, and many representatives from all countries in Asia, they are the heroes for this great start and making consensus to start AOS. So let's give them a big applause for the successful start. Thank you very much.
Professor No, thank you very much. Now we would like to take a commemorative photo to celebrate the establishment of the Asian Oncology Society. Please come to the center of the stage. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end. AOS inauguration ceremony. Please give them a big round of applause.
Now, please welcome the Parade of Nations. Many nations, one AOS. Now, these colors represent the member states currently with AOS, each one with a multidisciplinary team of cancer specialists, surgeons, radiation oncologists, medical oncologists, together with their country's representatives from the Philippines, Korea, China, India, Indonesia, Iran, Japan, Nepal, Pakistan, Singapore, Taiwan, Thailand, and Vietnam. Now, we request everyone to now listen to and honor the Philippine National Anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, join us in the Doxology, the prayer, with the singing ensemble Oncologia Mas. Please welcome our oncology doctors Paulo Vergara, Rich King, and Fred Ting under the direction of Maestro Hansel Estrella.
I pray you be our eyes and watch us where we go, and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer as we go our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. La luce che tu dai,
I pray we'll find your
nel
light
cuore resterà,
and hold it in our heart.
a ricordarci che
when the stars go out each night,
l'eterna stella sei nella mia preghiera.
let this be our prayer.
Quanta fede c'è
When shadows fill our day,
lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be safe. Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia e di speranza. Ognuno gira, ma non so vicino, simbolo di pace, di fraternità. Che ci dà.
we ask that life be kind,
Desiderio che
watch us from
ognuno
trovi amore
each soul will
intorno e dentro sé.
another soul to love. Let this be our prayer.
Let this be our prayer.
Just like every child, need to find a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be safe. E la fede che hai acceso in noi, sento che ci
And now for the welcome address, we have the Asian Oncology Society's first president, Professor Yul Hong Kim, a professor of medical oncology at the Korea University College of Medicine, and he is also the director of the Korea University Cancer Institute and Korean Precision Medicine Enterprise. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Kim.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to be here and present an official opening address to celebrate the first AOS International Conference in Manila. Before I start my address, I would like to express my profound gratitude to the sacrifices that our healthcare workers make every day who are on the front line of battling COVID-19. AOS was established in 2019 after APOC and ACOS agreed to unify in order to make one big powerful organization representing the entire Asia Oncology Society. We had the inauguration ceremony in Fukuoka, Japan on October 25th during JESCO 2019, and today we are having the first AOS International Conference in Manila, Philippines. I'm deeply moved and very happy to run the first AOS International Conference, even in the situation with the COVID-19 crisis rapidly affecting our day-to-day life and restricting our free movement. I would like to thank the Philippine Organizing Committee for preparing for the virtual conference well under the difficult circumstances. I think the first AOS conference and the Philippine Organizing Committee's efforts will be remembered as a meaningful and special conference for all of us. I hope that AOS conference will be extremely productive with more than 1,000 participants from a total of 40 nations exchanging their academic knowledge and building stronger networks. Then it will help us and Asian cancer researchers eventually to play a leading role in global cancer research. I sincerely ask your active participation and cooperation to develop AOS into Asia's most renowned cancer association. I'm sure the conference will make to be a great success. And with this strong confidence, let's work together to conquer cancer and defeat COVID-19. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Professor Kim. Now, gracing this first AOS convention is Senator Bongo of the 18th Congress of the Philippines. As Committee Chair on Health and Demography, he is a staunch supporter of healthcare and social service facilities who will inspire us in the malasakit fight against cancer in the Philippines and in Asia.
A good day to everyone. I congratulate the Asian Oncology Society, or the AOS, for successfully holding its first international convention. I am one with you in your noble cause to fight and beat cancer and give hope to Filipinos, people worldwide who continue to face this disease. As someone who has a special place in my heart for cancer patients and has worked with many NGOs assisting cancer patients and their families, it has become my personal mission to ensure universal healthcare access for all Filipinos. That is why in my first year as a senator, I relentlessly pushed for the passage of the Malasakit Centers Act of 2019, which rationalizes the provision of financial and medical assistance to patients, including those battling cancer. At present, I, together with my colleagues in the Senate, are currently fighting for a sufficient and responsive budget for the health sector to ensure that we have sufficient funding for the implementation of the Universal Healthcare Law in the Philippines and to address other health-related needs of our people amid the ongoing pandemic. The UHC is a measure that will help attain the long-sought healthcare coverage for every Filipino, including those embattled by cancer. The fight against cancer is a collective undertaking. I believe that if we Filipinos keep the bayanihan spirit burning in our hearts and believe in the power of synergy, nothing is impossible. May this event also show everyone, especially those who are battling cancer right now, that life after such a diagnosis can be meaningful, productive, and even inspiring. So let us continue to work hard and work together so that we can beat cancer and save more people's lives. Again, congratulations to the AOS. Mabuhay po kayong lahat. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you for those uplifting words, Senator Go. Just last year, His Excellency Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte signed into law a landmark bill, the National Integrated Cancer Control Act. And central to this new law is the Department of Health. AOS is privileged to have the Philippine Secretary of Health, Dr. Francisco Duque III, here to share with all of Asia the Philippines' fight against cancer.
Dr. Marie Cherry Lynn Samson Fernando, the overall chairperson of Asian Oncology Society 2020, Dr. Gloria Cristal Luna, Congress President of AOS 2020, Dr. Corazon Ngel Angel, Secretary General of the AOS 2020 and President of Philippine Cancer Society. Senator Christopher Lawrence Bongo, esteemed members of the AOS 2020 Organizing Committee, all our distinguished speakers, foreign delegates and participants, friends, colleagues, and guests, a very pleasant morning. My warmest congratulations to the Asian Oncology Society for pioneering and hosting the very first AOS virtual conference. In the midst of a global pandemic, the call for universal healthcare becomes more pressing than ever. UHC is the explicit recognition that health is a fundamental right, and our commitment to keeping people healthy and providing access to quality care, all the while protecting them from impoverishing costs. But more than a grand vision, UHC is also a plan of action, a definitive and bold stride in our journey towards a stronger, healthier, and more productive Filipino nation. Ensuring the right of every cancer patient, person living with cancer, and cancer survivor to better access to treatment and care is part and parcel of the UHC vision. But in order to deliver this, our reforms must develop a strong primary care system and healthcare provider network, creating an interlinked health system that enables early diagnosis and referrals for higher level care and management. Hence, the theme for this first conference, Cancer Prevention to Therapeutics. The genomics era is reflective of these very principles we wish to espouse through UHC. This conference comes at a time ripe for change too. Now more than ever, we need the participation of the medical, academic, and scientific community to shape our health future. The COVID-19 experience is our strongest case for just how large a stake research has in informing health policy and strengthening health systems. The health reforms we hope to undertake must lead to a people-centered, resilient, and equitable health system. Not just the people we serve, but the people working to make the system work, our frontliners, service providers, policymakers, researchers, civil society representatives, and academia. It is in this vein that the Philippine Department of Health fully supports the Asian Oncology Society in the series of sessions and lectures over the next few days. I hope the abundance of researchers, innovators, and trailblazers in health present here can help us develop practicable solutions to today's pressing problems. We look forward to improving the patient's journey along the entire cancer care continuum and to many more AOS conferences to come. Thank you very much, and I wish everyone a fruitful conference.
Upon the signing of the implementing rules and regulations of the cancer law, Secretary Duque promised that, quote, ultimately the Filipinos will be among the healthiest people in Southeast Asia by 2022 and in Asia by 2040. Thank you very much, Secretary Duque. And now, getting closer to the main event, the AOS 2020 Convention President and Philippine Cancer Society Trustee, Dr. Gloria Cristal Luna, will tell us what to expect. Dr. Glo?
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Asian Oncology Society 2020, the first international conference, virtual. The theme of this meeting is Cancer Prevention to Therapeutics, the Genomics Era. Can we do better together? This first cancer conference is designed to provide the foundation for understanding core genomic principles as they relate to basic and clinical research in the management of cancer. This conference contains several lectures to be presented by different experts and leaders in oncology who have been invited by the AOS 2020 committees. The majority of the topics will represent a comprehensive resource for clinicians to supplement and expand learning from the meeting. This will highlight the importance of making precision and our personalized medicine accessible to every patient with cancer. With this theme, We hope to emphasize the need to provide improved clinical decision, support to providers, and enable them to seamlessly stay abreast of genomic information so that they can select the right management and targeted treatment for their patients. We have prepared the following: the Philippine Cancer Society Paterno Memorial Lecture entitled The History of PD-1 Blockade in Cancer Immunotherapy will be delivered by one of the Nobel Prize winners in 2018, Professor Tasuku Honjo. 4 AOS special sessions were organized by the Asian Oncology Society leaders with 2 keynote lectures on DNA repair alterations and immune surveillance in colorectal cancer by Dr. Alberto Bardelli of University of Torino Cancer Institute. And the future of cancer clinical trials will be tackled by Professor Yung-Ju Bang of Seoul National University College of Medicine. The 4 AOS special sessions are the following: Precision Oncology in Asia, Multidisciplinary Cancer Care for Head and Neck Cancers, Clinical Trials for Cancer, and Emerging Technology in Cancer. We also have Meet the Expert sessions on breast and lung cancers. For the PCS lecture on the challenge of managing gastric cancer in Asia, we have Professor Kazuhiro Yoshida. For the Andres Soriano Cancer Foundation lecture, our speaker is from University of Southern California, Dr. Heinz Joseph Lenz, and he will talk on biomarkers-driven and molecular-targeted therapies for colorectal cancer. We also have various AOS PCS sessions on prevention, pathways and biology, diagnosis, molecular pathology, nuclear imaging, different modalities of cancer treatment, multidisciplinary care, mechanism and challenges of resistance to treatment, as well as supportive and palliative care and cancer control program of Asian countries. The oncology research presentation of our younger colleagues will be highlighted. Last but not the least, we have the Battle of the Molecules, where all jury-registered participants are welcome to fight and participate to the end in search for the best and approved approaches to treatment, to improve survival, as well as to maintain good quality of life. So on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to thank all the speakers who spent their time and knowledge for this program and for their dedication to AOS mission for advancing the science and application of different cancer treatment. To all our friends from the different companies interested in cancer, thank you for the CME grants and all the support you have given us. Thank you to all attendees for joining us today and up to day 6, despite all odds and uncertainties. Our heartfelt thanks and gratitude to our Almighty God for the beautiful day and the chance to serve. Maraming salamat po.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Herdy Luna and Dr. Charles Uy will now present to you the virtual oncology papers and exhibits hall for your viewing.
Good day, doctors, friends, and colleagues. This year, at the first Asian Oncology Society 2020 conference, we will be featuring abstract submissions from all around the globe, covering topics from basic to clinical to translational research. 12 outstanding researches will be presented during the scientific sessions. From preventive science to proteogenomics, epidemiology, surgery, radiation oncology, pathology, medical oncology, targeted treatment, immunotherapy, and palliative care, we will highlight Asian experience and science advancement in the poster exhibits. On behalf of the Research Committee, welcome and visit Asian Oncology Society First Convention Poster Exhibit. Enjoy the rest of the convention. Have a great day. Mabuhay!
It is with great pride and honor that I invite you to visit our virtual booths. This is a testament of our partnership and solidarity with our pharmaceutical friends. We truly are our partners towards holistic and progressive cancer care treatment. Through their hard work in diagnostic research, and drug development, we see a bright future and hope for our cancer patients. Again, this is Asian Oncology Society. We certainly can do better together.
Now let's take a brief break, folks, and get ready for the scientific plenary sessions that will follow. I am your host of the opening ceremonies, Paulo Abrera, wishing you all a great conference.